Rigathi Gachagua wants to be the gatekeeper of Mt.Kenya, and his recent remarks has brought into some question to former governor of Meru, and who is the party leader of PNU, and also Justin Muturi, the party leader of DP, and Lenny Kivuti, who is the party leader of Mbas, have come telling Rigathi Gachagua not to be so selfish and to stop telling them to consolidate in one party, which is DCP. We want to explain 4 reasons why Rigathi Gachagua has been telling these guys the reason why they're supposed to consolidate all the Mt.Kenya voting block coming 2027 general election. Welcome so much. We thank you for your support. Thank you so much. Also, we're asking you to continue subscribing to our channel, turn on the notification button, and make sure you subscribe, especially when you are watching Sam Ochi TV. Let's get into the points and stay tuned. Okay. Point number 1, to stop the fragmentation. The reason why Rigathi Gachagua is calling all these party leaders from Mt.Kenya East, which are former justice, former speaker, and also Attorney General, and also a cabinet minister, who is Justin Muturi, the party leader of DP, that they supposed to come to DCP, or they dissolve their parties and then they join DCP. And also Peter Munya of PNU, also Rigathi has been telling him not to focus on the PNU. They're supposed to focus with the one voting block. So also the Lenny Kivuti, who is a former senator, also Rigathi Gachagua has been telling them to dissolve their political parties and join DCP. Now, Rigathi Gachagua has a point, and this knows the gaming plan. In order to defeat UDA, which is UDA, which is the ruling party in Kenya, which is being led by President Ruto, they do not want the votes to be split, because when the votes they are getting split, their votes are being splitted, that gives the ruling party a chance to sneak in, and that's why Rigathi Gachagua is trying to reason with those political parties of the PNU, DP, and also Mbas, which is led by Lenny Kivuti. We go now to point number 2, why Rigathi Gachagua has a point to build a single dominant vehicle for the region. You want DCP to become the undisputed political machine for the Mt.Kenya, the sole party fielding governors, senators, MCAs, and also members of parliament. With that, Rigathi Gachagua is telling them, look guys, we want to have one voice. We should not give William Ruto any chance to get even massive, or rather even if not massive, to take a piece of the cake from the Mt.Kenya. So that's why Rigathi Gachagua wants the DCP. Actually, he has just come out. He has said he's working hard. He's going to Narok. He's also going to Kajiado. He's going county to county. Okay, trying to sell the DCP manifestations, manifesto. So he's just telling them, guys, stop being lazy, because if I'm working hard, why don't you work hard? So and then you see also the people now have now started leaning to the DCP in the Mt.Kenya. Now that leads us to the third reason, to ride the momentum of the Alcalao victory. After DCP won in the previous by-election, Gachagua framed it as a proof that DCP is the winning brand. Is especially telling them, please come on this side. Already people have decided DCP is the way to go. And that also takes us to point number 4, to present an united opposition front for 2027 general election. Rigathi wants the opposition to be united, is telling them, united, we will defeat William Ruto. Divided, we are not going to manage to unseat President William Ruto. He wants even William Ruto not to have even a single member of parliament from the mountain. Do you guys think Rigathi Gachagua is undermining the democracy of political parties here in Kenya? Of which he has a point. It might look like it's a threat to the political parties, but he has a point. If we are ready to send William Samoei Arap Ruto, the president of Kenya, home, we must be united. Now that takes us back to the 1992 general election. Everyone formed political parties and they ran independently without joining forces, and that the vote was splitting to every candidate, and that gave President Moi, the second president of Kenya, an easy chance to go back to lead in this country. What happened when it came 2002, when NAK Kenya came? All opposition said enough is enough. Even the former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, he left his quest and said Kibaki tosha. And that's when they said, when we are united, we are going to send Moi home. And also his candidate, who was by then was Uhuru Kenyatta, and they were defeated with big margin, because no one wanted to hear about Kanu at that point, at that moment. So let me in the comment section, what do you think? You guys think, is Rigathi Gachagua making some sense, or Munya, Justin Muturi, and also Lenny Kivuti, are they just overthinking, or Rigathi has some sense? Please let me in the comment section. Subscribe, road it to other 1,000 subscribers, and we thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe, especially when you're watching Samochi TV. See you then.